Army Chemical Safety Chief. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? What is this? If Mojama doesn't change his ways, yeah, they're going to kill him. The easiest way to get intelligence, send a pretty girl, talk to the guy, I have to resist your eyes. Your eyes have mesmerized me so much, it's almost like you're in intelligence. What a stupid ass man. He acknowledges the U.S. airstrikes have killed children in Iran, calling it collateral damage, and revealed to the journalist how nuclear launch decisions are being made in real time. Hugh describes if the United States could assassinate Iran's next leader if he doesn't change, while admitting the U.S. has no plans to use nuclear weapons. We're not going to nuke anybody. Why would you... Oh my God.
So, nerve agent is a chemical weapon. It's like Pandora's box.
A nuclear and chemical safety branch chief in the United States Department of the Army spills detailed information about their possession of nerve agents.
And lungs won't work, your heart won't work, nothing will work.
Revealing that a U.S. Army chemist was exposed to the nerve agent due to careless handling.
She's supposed to wear all this gear, and she's like, I don't like it. She just wore like Crocs and her own clothes.
Yeah.
And so it's soaked in her clothes. And just soaked very well on her skin. So she could literally start touching stuff. Other people would touch like a door, and then people would die.
Then goes on to...
What the fuck? What the fuck? God damn.
Reveal intimate details about the U.S. nuclear arsenal.
So you said there's missiles underground in...
Yeah.
Oh my God. This guy's
also
just...
discloses that the United States military has no official plans to nuke Iran.
Oh, man, come on.
We're not thinking about nuking anybody. We're not moving nukes to...
Oh.
We're not going to nuke it.
And the exact methods that the U.S. uses to defend against nuclear attacks.
We have all these sensors in space. We have radars, all these sensors to detect a launch. Space satellites, with radars, you'll see it. On the radar, you actually see the thing flying.
And confirms what many have suspected, that Ukrainian officials were using the money sent from the United States to buy themselves mansions and luxury sports cars.
I worked on Obama's tax money that he sent. They just stole it, and they bought houses, cars, like $100,000 cars. If they can get themselves rich and leave and go live in Dubai, that's better than, they don't care about the people.
Oh, man. Oh, God. That's... Oh, this doesn't look good, huh?
That government is so corrupt. You're not a spy, right? Your eyes have mesmerized me so much that I'm almost going to tell you. That's why that's the easiest way to get intelligence. Like, just send a pretty girl, talk to the guy.
This is crazy. That's so fucking embarrassing. Oh my God. Wow. He even knows.
I'm independent journalist Brianna Morello, here filling in for James O'Keefe for the latest exclusive report inside the U.S. Department of the Army.
I do work with like chemical weapons, nuclear weapons, but I do the safety, security stuff.
Yeah.
I'm the chief of chemical and nuclear surety.
Wow. He's only had the job. Damn, bro, you're gonna get fired after only a year. That's not gonna look good on your resume.
It's like not many people like outside.
Yeah, it's gonna look really bad.
In this world, surety means safety, reliability, security. It's like all the surety just means like
really
all
bad
the things to keep it safe. I make sure the people are reliable. There's no psycho people working on the weapons. You don't want a psycho person with access to that stuff.
Andrew Hogg is a nuclear and chemical surety branch chief with the U.S. Department of the Army. He reveals a surprising amount of detailed information to our undercover journalists about the locations of the U.S. nuclear arsenal and the method.
Do we have to, like, in order, like, is there an argument that we can only have eunuchs that are at the top level of government? I mean, the curse of flesh is just too strong. Like, this is, how many cases has this happened? Like, it's too much.
that are being used by the United States to defend against foreign nuclear attacks. To protect U.S. national security interests, we have omitted certain pieces of information from this report.
Yeah.
So you said there's missiles underground.
In the Cold War days, we had them like all over the place. But now we've kind of shrunk them down with Russia working with treaties. But then now you got China that's like, well, I don't have a treaty. So China's building more. They're planning to build more than we got.
Who cares?
So that's the problem. Is like we have all these sensors in space. We have radars, all these sensors to detect a launch.
Can you detect the launch coming from someone else?
Yeah, with space satellites, with radars, you'll see it on the radar. You actually see the thing flying. You'll know how big it is, the speed. You'll know that's a missile. I mean, you can tell all this stuff.
According to Andrew Hug, nuclear officials that oversee the missile launch procedures are trained to initiate a launch, even if it is a Girl Scout that presents the launch order with the correct codes. Fire.
We're literally trained that, if a Girl Scout, this is serious, we were always trained, if a Girl Scout gives you a message, a launch message, she knocks on your door, goes, here you go, she gives you a launch message on a box of cookies, she wrote it down. If it passes all the checks, go. If she just passes it on to you, that's all we're trying to say. No matter how you get it, take action. Because that's how you have to do it in a war, because you don't know. They can take down most of the communication.
Right.
So it's an extreme example, but we actually would train that. Like, no matter what, you go.
While the example may sound humorous,
Jesus.
Imagine if this branch chief was actually talking to a Chinese spy. He has now just revealed where our nukes are stored.
Oh, I mean, they know. They know. Like, I bet, honestly, here's the truth. I bet we have our own hose over in China doing the same thing to the Chinese guys. I do. I bet. I think there's probably at least a 10 to 20% chance that we know each other's launch codes. Like, with how much I think this is probably happening. Yeah. Same with Russia.
And the exact method we would use to defend ourselves against Chinese nukes.
It's
and
bad.
Even revealed that if China wanted to trigger a false launch from the US, all they need is the launch code and a Girl Scout. On a second interaction, Andrew Hug went into details about the war with Iran, confirming that there are no plans to nuke Iran. But in the wake of the February assassination of the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Hug tells our journalist that President Trump is going to kill his son, Mojtaba Khamenei, if he, quote, doesn't change his ways.
What an idiot. Trump should have already done that.
We're not moving nukes to. We're not going to nuke it. We're not doing that now. Yeah. We're not thinking about nuking anybody.
Oh my God.
It's all good. Yeah, I don't know who, but he might kill the next guy, the son.
His son?
Yeah, because the son took over. He won't be any different.
Oh, you think they would kill his son?
Yeah.
If he doesn't change the way that he kills.
The journalist goes on to ask Andrew Hug about the March 2026 strike in Manab, Iran, which killed over 150 school children. It has been deemed a violation of international humanitarian law.
This is the moment a missile slammed into an Iranian base in Manab. Weapons experts tell CNN the wings and tail are consistent with a Tomahawk missile. This new video is the clearest evidence yet that suggests it was the United States that struck an elementary school next to that Revolutionary Guards base, killing scores of students.
To which Andrew coldly replies, quote, "There's been collateral damage. They, meaning kids, always die in war."
I was hearing something that we killed kids in the car. Did we actually?
I'm sure there's been some collateral damage. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they always die in war. Yeah. If you fight, I mean, but.
Oh, we actually did kill kids out there?
Not intentionally, but yeah. Well,
of course they kill kids, duh. Yeah, what do you think happens if you drop a bomb?
I'm sure we killed civilians in Iraq, Iran after.
Well, we killed civilians in Iraq too, but yeah.
Look at every single possibility with science, weapons. We're trying to do here, so let's use this weapon versus that weapon. It might be safer. The school over here, we identify it's here. It's an apartment building.
But perhaps the most disturbing of all, Andrew Hug details how the U.S. is researching and developing nerve agents or chemical weapons in a laboratory in Aberdeen, Maryland.
So nerve agents She is.
He's just... Oh my God. We have to do something about horny guys. We do. We have to do... Like, maybe what we have to do is we have to have, like, a governmental prostitution program where every guy that's in charge and has an important job, you can, like, sign up discreetly and you can just get one of these, like, pre-checked hookers that will just pretend to like you so you don't end up in the next James O'Keefe video. Because, like, I don't think that there's an option, like vetted hoes, exactly. Like, there's no option here where we can say, oh, well, why don't they just stop doing it? Let's be realistic here. Something needs to happen. This is a big issue. It's a very big issue.
Chemical weapon that is sprayed on people.
It's a chemical agent sprayed on
a certain enzyme, which is called cholinesterase. It regulates
Cholinesterase?
your neural transmissions. Okay, so with this chemical, with this nerve agent, it kills that enzyme, and lungs won't work, your heart won't work, nothing will work. We have this here in the state of Maryland.
The nerve agent that Andrew is describing here is sarin. It's a highly toxic human-made organophosphorus. Sarin acts as a potent inhibitor of enzymes, and over time, the binding becomes irreversible. In 1987, the U.S. joined the Chemical Weapons Convention, which bans the development, stockpile...
Yeah, right. Oh, no. Oh, we would never do that.
and use of chemical weapons.
Uh-huh.
The U.S. had about 30,000 tons of chemical weapons, including nerve agents.
Yeah.
In July 2023, the U.S. completed destruction of the last declared chemical weapons at the Bluegrass Army.
That makes sense. Now they only have the undeclared ones left. It's a good idea.
Depot in Kentucky. As long as the nerve agents are not weaponized, the U.S. is allowed to conduct research and development for scientific purposes such as preventative treatment. However, this becomes more concerning when Andrew Hugg reveals that one of the chemists in that lab was so careless, refusing to wear appropriate safety gear, that she accidentally exposed herself to the nerve agent.
She was just being lazy, and she wore Crocs, and she, got lazy.
Natural selection.
What? Who's she? Or what?
She's her lab chemist. She's a lab tech. She's supposed to wear all this gear, and she's like, I don't like it. She just wore Crocs and her own clothes.
Yeah.
And so it's soaked in her clothes. And just soaked very well on her skin. So she could literally start touching stuff. Other people would touch like a door, and then people would die.
The journalist also.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Question Andrew Hugg on Ukraine and whether the diplomats were really using U.S. aid to buy themselves mansions and sports cars. And the nuclear branch chief confirms, quote, they stole our money. They bought houses, $100,000 cars. They can get themselves rich and go live in Dubai.
Like I said, I lived in Ukraine and worked there with the government.
Really?
That government is so corrupt. They stole our money. I worked on Obama's tax money that he said. They just stole it, and they bought houses, cars, $100,000 cars. They're officials in the government. Yeah. So they get their hands on the tax money from you and me.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, oh yeah, and then now that it's $100 billion, $200 billion, they're stealing it all. So
Okay, so
yeah, it's terrible.
They're just stealing all the money.
why would they use that money for that? Wouldn't they need it for nuclear weapons?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. But but if they can get themselves rich and leave and go live in Dubai, that's better than they don't care about the people. Oh, they couldn't care less about the people.
Andrew Hugg even details that he personally witnessed 10 Ukrainian officials steal $1 million each and immediately spend it on luxury cars.
You can tell about Ukraine and how corrupt. And when I was there, they stole $1 million one day. That was the first.
Well, okay, that's different. The way he's saying it now. He's saying they stole $1 million in one day. Because I'm thinking each guy gets $1 million. It's okay, well, that's probably not that many guys. Where'd the rest of the money go? But so it's $1 million a day. Okay, that's a lot more.
Thing I saw stolen was $1 million, and they bought these guys that make $350 a month in their political job.
Yeah.
Each guy, 10 guys stole $1 million. They each bought a $100,000 car, like BMW 7, Range Rover, all $100,000 cars from the money Obama gave. Yeah.
The branch chief claims he reported it to the Obama White House, to which they replied, quote, "We don't care."
Did anything ever happen with that?
I don't give a fuck.
I reported it, and guess what the White House said? We don't care. Don't talk about it. We don't want that in the paper because it makes Obama look bad. It looks like he's not in control.
That's crazy. That is, wow.
Yeah, they don't care. It's like, it's $1 million. We don't care.
Toward the end of the interaction, Andrew Hug waited.
I mean, realistically, like, this really is true. Is that, like, I mean, if you're giving them billions of dollars and they skim off $1 million, it's like, okay, right? Like, I think this happens every single time. I do. I think this happens every single fucking time. Loose lips sink ships. You know, I'm starting to see that.
For the journalist outside of the bathroom and confronted her, asking whether she is a spy, indicating that Andrew is well aware that the information he was spilling could be severely incriminating if she, in fact, were a spy.
Hey! You met me. That's so sweet.
You're not spying. You're not spying, though, right?
You're just powerful.
But you're not spying, right?
You're just powerful. And I like that. Let's go back to the table. Okay, sounds good.
As political tensions appear to be reaching a boiling point all over the world, and the U.S. officially entered a state of open warfare with Iran, national security and discretion is more important than ever. Andrew Hug is lucky that he was talking to an OMG undercover journalist and not an Iranian spy, as he casually.
Dude, how many other, like, do you really think this is the first time this has happened to this guy? Like, I don't. I think it's happened before.
Discuss Trump's strategy and intentions when a top nuclear official is this loose-lipped about our defensive measures, Iranian war plans, locations of nukes, while our country is actively at war. It puts every single one of us in mortal danger. And as always, if you are on the inside of any government agency, federal, state, or local office, and you see corruption, if you know that the American people are being lied to, reach out to us. Email us at tips@o'keefemediagroup.com or text us at 914-491-9395.
I mean, huge W for that.
An OMG journalist will get right back to you. Stay tuned.
He was basically admitting the fact that the agencies committed treason on camera.
This is something else. Yeah, bro, like, that's insane. I'll link you guys the clip of this or the video. Real journalism. Yeah, dude. Like, oh yeah, the nukes, they're over there. And so the code is 3. Here, write this down. Okay, F, and then there's a dash. No, not underscore, like the dash in the middle. And then, okay, there's a backslash, and don't put the because there's the back and the forward. It's the backslash, and then 2 equal signs. And then, you know, like, I know this one. Yeah. Oh my God. The code is 8000815. Yeah. Oh my God. And we're so cooked. It's so fucking embarrassing to see something like this happen. It really is. I don't know what else to say beyond that, but, you know, that's where we're at. And I think that there are a lot of guys that put themselves in this situation. And yeah, Fang could never. I mean, apparently she did. The thing is that I think this happens. Like, there are guys giving away the game to Russian hookers. We have American hookers that have Chinese guys giving away the game to them. Like, I bet this is so much bigger than you would ever imagine. It is. Like, it's crazy how popular I bet this is. And the thing is that this was popular 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago. Some of the earliest stories in written antiquity it was in this story. Like, it just works, bro. Like, it really, I mean, it's like the wheel, right? It just always works. I don't know what to say.